1172 Henry the Young King and Margaret of France are crowned junior King and Queen of England. 1232 Shiken Hojo Yasutoki of the Kamakura Shogunate promulgates the Gosabai Shikimoku, the first Japanese legal code governing the samurai class. 1557 The Battle of St. Quentin results in Emmanuel Philibert becoming Duke of Savoy. 1593 Pierre Barrière failed an attempt to assassinate Henry IV of France. He was denounced by a Dominican priest to whom he had confessed. He was executed on 31 August 1593 by breaking on the wheel and dismemberment. 1597 Zhongyu War, Battle of Chilkyolyang, a Japanese fleet of 500 ships decimates Joseon Commander Won Gyun's fleet of 200 ships at Chilkyolyang. 1600 Ishida Mitsunari's Western Army commences the Siege of Fushimi Castle, which is lightly defended by a much smaller Tokugawa garrison led by Torii Mototada. 1689 The Treaty of Nerchinsk is signed by Russia and the Qing Empire. The Russians gave up the area north of the Amur River as far as the Stanovoy Range and kept the area between the Argun River and Lake Baikal. 1776 American Revolutionary War. Members of the 1st Maryland Regiment repeatedly charged a numerically superior British force during the Battle of Long Island, allowing General Washington and the rest of the American troops to escape. 1791 French Revolution. Frederick William II of Prussia and Leopold II, Holy Roman Emperor, issue the Declaration of Pillnitz, declaring the joint support of the Holy Roman Empire and Prussia for the French monarchy, agitating the French revolutionaries and contributing to the outbreak of the War of the First Coalition. 1793 French Revolutionary Wars. The city of Toulon revolts against the French Republic and admits the British and Spanish fleets to seize its port, leading to the Siege of Toulon by French revolutionary forces. 1798 Wolfe Tone's united Irish and French forces clash with the British Army in the Battle of Castlebar, part of the Irish Rebellion of 1798, resulting in the creation of the French puppet Republic of Connacht. 1810 Napoleonic Wars. The French Navy defeats the British Royal Navy, preventing them from taking the harbour of Grand Port on Isle de France. 1813 French Emperor Napoleon I defeats a larger force of Austrians, Russians, and Prussians at the Battle of Dresden. 1828 Brazil and Argentina recognize the sovereignty of Uruguay in the Treaty of Montevideo. 1832 Black Hawk, leader of the Sauk tribe of Native Americans, surrenders to U.S. authorities, ending the Black Hawk War. 1859 Petroleum is discovered in Titusville, Pennsylvania, leading to the world's first commercially successful oil well. 1895 Japanese invasion of Taiwan, Battle of Bagwashan. The Empire of Japan decisively defeats a smaller Formosan army at Changhua, crippling the short-lived Republic of Formosa and leading to its surrender 2 months later. 1896 Anglo-Zanzibar War, the shortest war in world history, lasted 38 minutes, between the United Kingdom and Zanzibar.
1908 The Qing dynasty promulgates the Qinding Xianfa Dagong, the first constitutional document in the history of China, transforming the Qing Empire into a constitutional monarchy.
1914 World War I, Battle of Atra, a British rearguard action by the Royal Munster Fusiliers during the Great Retreat. 1914 World War I, Siege of Qingdao, a Japanese fleet commanded by Vice Admiral Sadakichi Kato imposes a blockade along the whole coastline of German Qingdao, initiating the Siege of Qingdao. 1918 Mexican Revolution, Battle of Ambos Nogales, U.S. Army forces skirmish against Mexican Carrancistas in the only battle of World War I fought on American soil.
1922 Greco-Turkish War. The Turkish army takes the Aegean city of Afyonkarahisar from the Kingdom of Greece.
1927 5 Canadian women file a petition to the Supreme Court of Canada, asking, does the word persons in Section 24 of the British North America Act, 1867, include female persons? It sought the clarification on whether women were eligible to be senators in Canada. 1928 The Kellogg-Briand Pact outlawing war is signed by 15 nations. Ultimately 61 nations will sign it. 1939 First flight of the turbojet-powered Heinkel He-178, the world's first jet aircraft. 1942 First day of the Sani massacre, perpetrated by Germans and Ukrainians. It was the execution of an estimated 14,000 to 18,000 people, mostly Jews, in the city. 1943 World War II. Japanese forces evacuate New Georgia Island in the Pacific Theater of Operations during World War II. 1956 – The nuclear power station at Calder Hall in the United Kingdom was connected to the national power grid, becoming the world's first commercial nuclear power station to generate electricity on an industrial scale.
1962 – The Mariner 2 unmanned space mission is launched to Venus by NASA.
1963 – An explosion at the Cane Creek potash mine near Moab, Utah kills 18 miners. 1979 – The Troubles. 18 British soldiers are killed in an ambush by the Provisional Irish Republican Army near Warren Point, Northern Ireland, in the deadliest attack on British forces during Operation Banner. An IRA bomb also kills British royal family member Lord Mountbatten and 3 others on his boat at Mullaghmore, Republic of Ireland. 1980 South Korean presidential election. After successfully staging the coup d'état of May 17, General Chun Doo-hwan, running unopposed, has the National Conference for Unification elect him President of the Fourth Republic of Korea. 1982 Turkish military diplomat Colonel Attila Altikat is shot and killed in Ottawa. Justice commandos of the Armenian genocide claim to be avenging the massacre of 1.5 million Armenians in the 1915 Armenian genocide. 1985 Major General Muhammadu Buhari, chairman of the Supreme Military Council of Nigeria, is ousted from power in a coup d'état led by Major General Ibrahim Babangida. 1991 The European Community recognizes the independence of the Baltic states of Estonia, Latvia and Lithuania. 2009 Internal conflict in Myanmar. The Burmese military junta and ethnic armies begin 3 days of violent clashes in the Kakang Special Region.